All right. Can we go ahead? Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead, everybody. Fantastic. Fantabulous. Amazing. I hope all of you are doing great. Amazing. So we'll start with the next chapter. Yes? Everybody? Ready or not? All right. Chalo. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. Amazing. Chalo. Let's go ahead. So we are completed. We have completed first 4 chapters, bachcho. So we have completed, bachcho, now first 4 chapters. All right. If at all you still remember our, you can say, syllabus, check over here. Check this, guys. Hai na? So done with basics, residential status, agri, and exempt income as well. They were a little bit comparatively smaller chapters. Okay. And now we are beginning with the main content of our syllabus. Okay. The next 5 chapters as well. Okay. Income from house property, salaries, PGBP, and your CG as well as then IOS or income from other sources. All right, till here? Yes? I hope now you remember, bachcho, I had told you every income or any other type of income can fall only into this 5 categories. Do you remember what was the name of these 5 categories? They were known as, bachchos, as what? Heads of income. Obviously, please keep in mind, this is also one of the very basic questions of articleship. Okay, how many heads of income are there? Then if at all, hello Kesha, very good morning. If at all you can again tell it in a particular sequence. This is one of the very basics, you can say, questions of income tax. How many heads of income are there? Okay, so I told you, but any income can be categorized into only these 5 categories. Hello Gaurav, good afternoon. Good morning actually still. Right, only in these 5 categories. All of you got it earlier? Okay, yes? Again, let me repeat, those of you who are interested in my live lectures face to face when it is allowed in Pune again, or if at all you still want to continue in this live virtual, because I'll be discontinuing from today. I'll be doing it on Zoom only, okay? So I'll be sharing my links on my WhatsApp and Telegram groups, but for that, if at all you want to join my batch, then you can connect with me on this number, okay? Specifically only for November 21 attempt. Done? Okay, let's go ahead, everybody. So please write down in your notebook now. We are starting with the new chapter, okay? Everybody? We're starting with the new chapter. Okay, write down. Chalo. Income from what to what? A nice house property. Income from bachcho, house property. Right till everybody? Done? It is a new chapter. And now let me tell you, let me be very frank, that in couple of weeks, just 1 or 2 weeks, we have finished first 4 chapters. But now every head of income may take at least 1 week, around 1 week to finish, okay, at least, okay. So now the next 5 chapters are going to take lots of time, substantial time, and then the later one will not take that much time again. All right, Ilya? But like I said, little bit of glimpses or hints you have got that how kind of complicated, or you can say in detail, you have to read the law. So that things again you will see over here. Okay, everyone ready till here? Again, in agricultural income, bachcho, we had seen that meaning of the word building, farm building. And I told you, bachcho, for income tax purpose, building just means 4 walls and a roof, okay? So don't, right now, even if I draw something like this, it is not by default something like this, okay? Your house, right now, you might be staying. You may be staying in a bungalow, big party. But you may be also like me, poor person. You might be again staying in flats also, residential flats, okay? Yes or no? So there can be different types of house property as well. All these things we have to understand. In fact, surprisingly, there are other things which you may not have imagined, which also falls in this category of house property. Correctly, everybody? Now, please quickly remind me about the 5 heads of income. Do you remember? And I have given you them in a particular sequence. The first was what income from salaries, then income from house property, then PGBP, then capital gains, and then what IOS. Then obviously you might be wondering why not salaries first, okay? Because I cannot directly start with your main course without the starters. That is the concept. है ना बच्चों? I cannot give you desserts before the starters. है ना बच्चों? Right till here? So first I have to go with that head of income, which is kind of comparatively easier to do. Yes till everybody? So we first go through house property and then we will see the complications of salaries. Okay, everyone ready? Let's begin. All right. So what all income do you think mainly we can earn from house property, bachcho? First and foremost, pay attention now. We are only and mainly going to talk about bachcho rent income. Yes, everybody. That can be related to a house property, or you can say immovable property, which is a construction. Huh? Even a land is an immovable property. But rent from land, okay, or you can say barren or flat land, we cannot call it as income from house property. For that, you require bachcho kind of a house, okay, some kind of construction or building. Let us say even a building, even that is fine. Yes. So my first and foremost question to you, bachcho, we will be talking mainly about income from house property. That is mainly bachcho rent income. Rent income. Now you tell me, bachcho, rent will be your revenue income or capital income? You know? Are you understanding the question? Rent will be what, bachcho? Revenue income or capital income? It is obviously going to be bachcho your revenue income, which you earn on regular basis. Hai ki nahi, bachcho? Clear till here? Yes? Are you understanding or no? So let us say our assessee, now whoever is going to be our assessee, bachcho, he is going to earn this rent income. So please tell me, bachcho, are we looking at this chapter from whose point of view? We are looking at this chapter from whose point of view, bachcho? The landlord, or let us say the owner, or the tenant, bachcho? Who is our assessee in this chapter is what you have to understand. In that case, bachcho, see, most of us might be paying rent for to live somewhere. Okay, so we are in that mentality of a tenant. But from this chapter, or from this chapter's point of view, we are understanding who, bachcho? The person who is earning rent income. So obviously, bachcho, we are discussing who is our assessee. He is a landlord, let us say, or the owner of that house property. So first thing over here is that you have to understand, okay, that yes, our assessee is bachcho the owner of the house property. Owner. Clear till here? Fine. So he owns the particular house property. And now this house property is bachcho obviously given for occupation. Occupation means not your job. Occupation means to occupy. This house property is bachcho given to occupy to someone else. Someone else, let us say, known as tenant. Hai na bachcho? Tenant, yes or no? And now obviously the tenant is going to give what, bachcho? Rent. Hai na? To who, bachcho? Obviously owner of this house property. Yes? For what time? Let us say till the time obviously tenant occupies this house property. Simple till here. So our assessee is tenant or owner? Our assessee is bachcho owner of the house property. Clear till here? And we are going to tax, or we are going to understand what? Income earned by the owner for giving the house property on rent or for occupation to another person. Clear till here, bachcho? Now most of you, let us say most of you students right now, you are occupying a house property. You are staying in a house, whatever it might be, bungalow, flat, whatever it might be, tent or whatever it might be, right? And let us say, practically speaking, you may not be paying rent for it, okay? Especially if you are a localite, you are staying with your parents, okay? You may not be paying bachcho rent for the same. Are you understanding till here? Clear? Now, you are not paying rent for it. That means even if your parents are owning a house property, are they earning rent from you? No. You will be like scared of that day, that when your parents will start asking rent also from you, bachcho? And what do? Just eat, sleep and repeat and stay in this house as if this is a guest house, or you can say lodging boarding, bachcho? Right? They might start asking you rent for that. But you'll be surprised in a way that yes, there are certain celebrities, or there are certain, you can say, high taxpayers, okay, you can say taxpayers, those of them are paying rent to their parents, bachcho. Okay, they might be paying rent to their parents. So the house property which you are right now staying in, it may not be owned by you, it might be owned by your parents. Yes, you are occupying right now, maybe out of relationship or whatever, but let us say right now you are not earning any rent. Okay, till here? So all these things we have to understand. There are many scenarios, bachcho. There will be like, let us say you might have heard about the concept of PG. Hello, Maithili, good morning. Paying guest, bachcho? That means let us say one room is given to them, or let us say one flat, and then it is given on court basis, or you can say room basis, that it is given on rent. Then even the family may be staying there, the owners as well as one guest may be staying there, or entire flat is given on rent to a family, or entire flat is given to rent to few students, है ना बच्चों, or the property may be given to rent to office people. That means a house property may be used for office purposes also. That is also very much possible, bachcho. All these things will be there. Then the property may be co-owned, or there may be bachcho joint owners in case of a house property. That is also possible. Then in that case, in whose hands will be taxed the income? Yes or no? So all these things. Then again, house property may be constructed. It may be under construction, or it may be constructed. Then you may be buying a bungalow, or you may be buying a second-hand flat. That is also very much possible. Or you may be buying a new property. So all these things, many things will come into picture. Now, whatever things you can imagine, you will also now obviously imagine once the scenario comes up, that is what will happen in this case, what will happen in that case. All these things are covered in your income from house property. है ना? Even in your commercial buildings, commercial buildings, है ना? There may be shops. There may be what shops, which may be given on rent. Yes or no, bachcho? Even that rent income, is it house property or some other income? All that we have to see and understand. Clear till here? So first and foremost, keep in mind we are earning rent income. We means who, bachcho? Who is our assessee? Our assessee is the landlord, or you can say the owner. Yes? All right. Let's go ahead, everybody. Then if at all again you're staying in a society, you might have heard about society maintenance expenditure, monthly expenditure. You might have heard about municipal taxes or property taxes. है ना बच्चों? Yes or no? So all these things we have to understand now from this chapter's point of view. All right. Obviously, nevertheless, one concept also has impact on other concepts. So again, this will have implication in TDS also. There are other things which we have to understand once we go ahead with the syllabus. All right. Done. Let's go ahead. Can anybody quickly tell me the charging section of income tax? And please write down this one thing in your notebook, especially the one I am writing in the red. Every head of income has the first section as charging section. Very important. What do you mean by this? Okay. Very good, Anurag. Chalo, he is revising properly. All right. Or even others might be answering over there in classroom. Fine, no problem. But I cannot see you right now. All right. Fine. Please write down what I've written in red at least. Every head of income has the first section in that head of income as what? Charging section. It means what? What do you mean by charging section? It is the section which is telling you that we will tax such type of income. What is the work of charging section, bachcho? That we are going to charge such type of income. Okay, such you can say category of income, right? And then now please pay attention. Now let us say I have head of income is, let us say, my house property. Okay, we are going to learn that, है ना, house property. We're going to see certain sections. Okay. So the first section, okay, obviously it is a chapter. First of all, it is a chapter. है कि नहीं बच्चों? It will have a first section and a last section within which all the concepts of house property are given to us. Yes, tell everybody. So the first section in this chapter will be a charging section. Keep this in mind. Okay, charging section. And all the remaining sections till the chapter gets over, they are your, you can say, mechanism of calculation. Okay, mechanism of calculation, like what is house property, what is the income which will be taxable, how to calculate that, all that is given to your remaining sections of that chapter. Okay, mechanism of calculations. Okay, here the first section in that chapter said, yes, we will tax this income, what income from house property, and the remaining sections are helping us to calculate what will be the exact taxable amount under that head of income. Did you understand or no? So to arrive at taxable house property income, remaining sections are going to help us. Clear? Okay. Let's go ahead then, bacho. Like I said, yes, income tax will also be obviously lots and lots of theory. Okay, theory. Where is our, you can see, acha, we will open that notes, no problem. All right. I'll be making changes to the notes right now, so please do not download this from the drive unless you're watching through pen drives or video lectures later on. Okay, so in the current batch, I will upload the notes again. Okay, don't worry. Okay, let's go, everybody. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead, everybody. Come on, come on, come on. So now we begin with the one of the first concept, or you can say the head of income, which will start with income from house property. Okay, income from house property. This is our head of income. All right. Check bachcho, the first and foremost section. Now I'm directly taking you from section 10, 11 to directly bachcho section 22. Okay, 15, 16, 17 will be for your salaries. 15, 16, 17. But like I said, first we'll cover house property and then we'll come to salaries. Section 22. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. Okay. The annual value of any property comprising of building or land appurtenant thereto. Okay, land appurtenant means you can say attached. Okay, attached thereto. Okay, from a building or from a land which is attached to a building. Hello Palak, very good morning. How are you? So it is not, you can say, a vacant land. It is not, you can say, just a plain land. You may derive income from land. The land has to be attached to the building. Okay, it is not a separate land and a separate building. Okay, now you may earn from the land, but the land should be attached, obviously, or you can say vice versa. The building should be attached to the land, and because of this connection between the building and the land, कुछ समझ रहे हो कि नहीं? Are you understanding or no? Because of this connection between the building and the land, even any income which you earn from the land will still be considered as what? Income from house property. All right, Lilia, so please pay attention. I'm good, Palak. I'm fine. I'm fine. So the annual value of any property, okay, comprising of a building or a land attached thereto, land attached to the building. So that means your main, the charging point, or you can say the main part is what, bachcho? Building. Okay, so whatever is happening is because of the building. You earn from the building or anything attached nearby the building. Okay, Delio, clear? Of which the assessee is the owner. And obviously that is what I told you in the very basic. This chapter is from whose point of view? The landlord or owner's point of view, who is earning mainly what? Rent income. Is chargeable to tax under the head income from house property. Yes, Celia? Again, it is head of income, or you can say category or type of income. Now again, section, what is bachcho? Section 22. This is your, what kind of section bachcho? This is something known as charging section. Such a simple sweet section hai na bachcho? Such a simple sweet section, charging section. Finish. What does it say? Okay. Whatever income is derived from building or any land attached to the building, of who the assessee is the owner, that income obviously will be your taxed under income from house property. Okay, yes, Telia? Yes or no? Now, what do you think, bachcho? What do you think if my particular house property, hai na? Check. Now see, you have to again also understand from economy point of view, okay, or you can say finance point of view, or you can say general directly, you can say at a very bigger point of view, you know, house, home, residence, etc., whatever you call it, it belongs in infrastructure. Yes or no? It belongs in the category of infrastructure. Yes or no? Then again, home is also one of the basic necessity. This also you have to keep in certain thing in mind. Yes or no? Clear, Delia? Real estate, okay, whatever you want to call it, real estate or infrastructure, but also it is part of necessity. Yes, Delia? Now you tell me, bachcho, what if my house property, okay, this home infrastructure is vacant? Vacant means not utilized. Vacant means bachcho not utilized. That means, pay attention, neither the owner is using the house property, okay, neither the owner is staying in that property, or neither he has given it on rent, not even on rent. That means literally the bungalow or property is vacant, not used. Now, from this point of view, you may think, okay, what is the problem over there? The infrastructure is available. The government says, or you can say government of India's, or you can say tax department's point of view, okay, infrastructure is available. But what is the use of that property? It is something known as holding. Do you understand the meaning of the word which holding? That means it is just being kept. You just purposely just keeping it with you. Okay? In that case, the government says that at least give it on rent. No, what is the problem? Okay, you don't want to utilize by yourself, no problem, fine. But at least give it on rent. At least let infrastructure be used by some person in India. That is one thing. Because now obviously what is government's point of view? Every person should get a home. Every person should, because that is again a basic necessity. No necessity now. So every person should get a home. Hai na? So if a person is having a property and he is not giving it, he is not utilizing it, neither giving it on rent, the government says at least give it on rent. What is the problem? That is one thing. Now, if at all, let us say government says give it on rent, and assessee says okay, chalo fine, I will give it on rent. But whose benefit is it? It is obviously benefit of the assessee, but also let us say 30% benefit of the government also. Na? The government is going to earn income tax on that rent income, bacho, isn't it? So government says give it on rent. Assessee will see the property will be maintained. The assessee will get rent, and even the government will get taxes. All of them are happy as such, hai na? That is one thing. But there are also bacho super rich person like you all, hai na? That you may have property, you're not occupying it, you're keeping it vacant. Also don't want to give it on the rent. Government says, give it on the rent, no. Assessee says no. Government says, give it on the rent, no. You'll earn rent and we will earn income tax. Assessee says, no. Just for your income tax, I'm not going to give my property to someone else. It is my property, none of your property. Hai na, bachcho? And that is government. Okay, fine, no problem. But we will still charge you tax. We will still, you can assume or deem that you are given this property on rent. Assessee says, there is no tenant in the property. There is no one occupying the property. Government says, we don't care. We don't care. There is an assessee. There is a tenant. We are assuming that there is a tenant. You are keeping it vacant. You are not giving it on rent. We will assume there is a tenant. We will assume you have given it on rent. Assessee says, why? Then the government says, because every infrastructure bacho has an earning capacity. Okay, earning capacity. Are you understand till here? Just when you become 18 or 21 or 21 years old, what does your parents say? Now you become such a donkey or a horse or whatever they want to say. है ना बच्चों, इतना बड़ा घोड़ा हो गया, घोड़ी हो गई, and you don't do this work and all of that, right? Why? Because now we have kind of बच्चों earning capacity once you reach that particular age. Yes or no बच्चों? Correct है? So government also says no. You have a property. It is part of infrastructure of, you can see, India. It has an earning capacity. You are not earning. That is not our problem. The government says what bachcho? You are not earning. That is not our problem. We will assume or deem that it has a earning potential, and since it has earning potential or capacity, we will assume or deem that it has earned, and we will tax you. Okay. Now, because of this, now you only understand, no? Because of this, what will happen? If the government says deemed, government says deemed tenant. Okay, there is no tenant actually, but deemed tenant, and the government says you have earned deemed rent. Actually, whether the owner has earned rent, no. But still, then he'll have to pay taxes on the same. Are you understanding what the government is trying to do over here? Discourage keeping the property vacant. Why? Because there is, you can say, demand and supply, lots of gaps still. People want property, either owned or on rent, let us say. Correct? Eh? So if the owners of the property are keeping the property vacant, the government is discouraging them. Give it on rent. Are you understanding here? At least somebody is going to utilize that property. Clear? So just a vacant property is of no use, especially to government also. Okay, keep that in mind. This was something which will hit it or hit you later on again when we are going to learn further concept that it has an earning potential or earning capacity. Got it, everybody? So basically, please pay attention, bachcho. Please pay attention. The government may charge actual rent. Charge means tax actual rent, bachcho. Or the government may also charge, bachcho, is what? Earning capacity. Yes or no? Got it till here, everybody? I know, Maithili. Yeah. You have earned, you do not know, but you have earned. Correct. And we are going to tax you. Hai na? Yes till everybody? Now, second implications, okay? See, all these scenarios will come into picture. So, don't get scared too much right now. But again, this again property is there and you have given it on, the owner has given it on rent. Clear? Hai? Tomorrow, bachcho, let us say, tomorrow he wants to wind up and settle abroad or whatever, settle abroad or go on a trip or whatever, Himalaya or trekking world tour, whatever, and he wants to sell off. Okay, he wants to sell off the property. Yes, and obviously once he sells the property, obviously he's going to get what? Obviously income will get, income by selling that property. Clear? Again, that income from selling a property, it will be taxed or not, bachcho, as income from house property, because you are deriving it from what, bachcho? house property. Yes or no? Are you understanding or no? So once you sell the property, even that income from property will be taxed as income from house property because it is from house property or selling of house property. Answer is no. Answer is no. Why no house property income? Because bachcho, selling of house property is not a revenue income. It is bachcho in fact a capital income. Did you understand or no what I'm saying here? Pakka? Are you understanding, everybody? Clear till here? So here you have to understand all these implications. That means if the property is still owned by the assessee and he's giving it on rent, it will come under income from house property. And the property is sold by the assessee, that income will come under income from capital gains. That is another head of income. Clear, everybody? Fantastic. Yes. So all these things, complications, all these things we have to understand. Clear, everyone? Okay. So check. What are they saying? Hello, Sayukta. How are you? Long time, Sayukta. I'm fine, Sayukta. I'm fine. Again, I'm starting with revisions, okay, in the evening on special class, 7 p.m. Okay, for May 21. Well, let us talk if at all you have time. Let us talk someday, no? In evening. I hope you're doing fine. And I hope you have covered amendments. If not, let me know. I'm thinking of taking some revision series over here, section wise at least, or chapter wise. Alright, let's go ahead, everybody. So the annual value. Pay attention. What did we say? What is the word used? But annual value. See over here. Valuation, we're talking about valuation. Are you understanding something or here or no? Did they use the word bacho rent? The rent earned. Did they use the word bacho rent? No. They're talking about your valuation. Are you understanding now or not? Bacho the importance. They're talking about your valuation of the property. That means what? If the property has a potential of, let us say, rupees 1 lakh per month, Bapare, I cannot even imagine. Maybe in Mumbai, somewhere in a very prime area, maybe 500 square feet, 1 room kitchen, it might earn rupees 1 lakh per month. Am I correct from Mumbai? Yes, depends. Okay, and it is just a joke. But basically, prime location, and even if it is a small property, let us say it earns rupees 1 lakh per month. Hai na, bacho, right? And okay, it has a potential. I'm saying bacho potential. Okay, potential. And then if at all you are charging, because the tenant is a friend or relative, whatever, you are charging rupees 10,000 per month. Okay, no problem, Sayuta. But if at all you're charging rupees 10,000 per month, what do you think, bacho? Government is happy with it? It has a potential of rupees 1 lakh per month, but you are only charging rupees 10,000 per month because the tenant is your friend, relative, or I don't know, whatever. Clear? A very heavily discount, bacho. Okay? Yeah, correct. In that case, what do you think, bacho? Will the government be happy? Can the government force? No. You are actually earning 10,000 rupees per month. But no. But its potential is rupees 1 lakh per month. We will tax 1 lakh. Assessee is saying it is my property, none of your property. I will charge whatever I want to do. That is my property. Okay, so all these things you have to keep in mind. That is the reason, bacho, the word used over here there is annual valuation or annual value. Did you understand, bacho? So government may say, okay, we are happy that you are going to charge 10,000 per month to your friend, relative, or whatever. We don't care, but we know what is possible over there. So we will tax this also. We may tax this, bacho. Did you understand, everybody? Got it? Yeah? Yes, everybody? Now, same thing. Again, if at all I reverse the example, bacho, please pay attention. The earning potential of that particular property is rupees 1 lakh per month. And you are a greedy person and you got a very needy person, okay? Needy tenant. And you charge, let us say, rupees 1.5 lakhs per month. Hey, my goodness. What kind of rent I'm telling you, no? Usually we charge 1.5 lakhs for the year, hai na? Anyways, but let us say, okay? So the potential is 1 lakh per month. The market rate is rupees 1 lakh per month. But you as owner, landlord, you have charged rupees 1.5 lakh per month. Now what do you think the government will say? Oh, the government will be happy. Oh, potential is 1 lakh. Baat hai bande mein, very smart, huh? But you're charging 1.5 lakh, very smart. Now what you will tell the government? See, you are charging potential, no? So charge potential 1 lakh. That extra 50,000 which I have earned, that has nothing to do with you. The valuation is how much, potential is how much, 1 lakh. So charge 1 lakh. Government say, are you mad? Are you nuts? Are you mad? We are the government. If you earn more than the required, obviously we're going to tax that also. In that case, government will say, no, 1.5 lakhs. 1 point. We are going to tax 1. You earned 1.5 lakhs, we are going to tax 1.5 lakhs. You earn less than 1 lakh, we will tax 1 lakh. Are you understand here? So at least annual value or the actual rent. Did you understand something here? Are you understanding, everybody? Clear? Yeah? Alright, let's go ahead, everybody. Check what are they saying. So the annual value of any property comprising of building or land, upper rent means attached thereto, of which the assessee is the owner, is chargeable to tax under this head of income, which is income from house property. Clear? Now please, again, please, I have told you already in the concept of agricultural income, building, please do not directly jump to this building, okay? It is not directly this building always, okay? It can be small, it can be this also. This is also a building for income tax purpose, bacho. Now what is this? Don't say it is a temple or all, okay? It is a house, okay, which I used to draw in maybe school, okay? I didn't have good housing, you can say, drawing experience, all right, Elia? But yeah, that is that. All right, everybody, okay? Fine? So please, like I said, 4 walls and a roof makes a house property. Clear? Yes or no? Even if it may be made out of bricks or not, it may be made out of just wood, just like in Japan they do it, no? You have lots of wooden houses in Japan. Similarly, just 4 walls you can say and a roof makes it a house property. Clear, everybody? Let's go ahead. Okay? Yeah. So the word but to use is what? What do we tax in income from house property? That is a very important question. What do we tax in income from house property? We tax the annual value of that property. What do we tax? It is annual value. Correct? Yes. I make walls of bricks or wood or glass. None of your logic. That is my house. It may be of mirror also. Whatever it might be. Yeah. Other than lots of buildings, tall buildings, skyscrapers, you might have seen they have just a structure, and the entire thing is they don't have lots of bricks. They have lots of just glasses over there. Isn't it, bacho? Anyways, the annual value of any property is done, correct? So now, so section 22, bacho, is obviously what? Your charging section. Section 23. So what do we tax, bacho? Please keep in mind. What do we tax in house property? Annual value. And now how will we arrive at that annual value? Oh my God. Okay. So for that, we'll have to first of all determine, that is find out gross annual value. Okay. Still nothing new, different over here. What are we saying, bacho? Gross annual value. Or you can say, obviously, you know the difference between gross and net. So from gross, we'll reduce something and we'll arrive at net. Okay. So basically, okay, Maithili, fine, no problem. Annual value in that case, bacho, if at all you're understanding, we will be taxing net annual value. What did we say? Net annual value. Clear till everybody? Okay. All right. So from the GAV, bacho, we are going to follow what? We are going to consider first of all GAV, gross annual value. And from that, we will reduce minus municipal tax. Let us say, for example, for the sake of understanding, property tax paid by the owner during the previous year. Yes or no? Clear till here? So you have gross annual valuation of the property. From that, if at all you have paid municipal taxes by the owner to your local authority, that will be reduced. And what remains in hand is, bacho, the net annual value. Yes or no, everybody? Now this municipal tax isn't it, bacho, compulsory because you own the property? Isn't it compulsory, bacho? Yes, it is compulsory. Clear till everybody? Okay? Fine? Alright? So we're going to tax, bacho, finally net annual value. It is not just annual value, it is net annual value. So from gross, reduce municipal taxes paid by the owner during the previous year, then we'll arrive at a net annual value, and basically we are going to tax this net annual value. Obviously, the question may arise in our minds at 30% or 25% or 20% or 20%, bacho. No. They are taxed at, bacho, obviously like slab rates. They are taxed at, bacho, what? Slab rates. Okay, that means if at all you're earning rent income more than rupees 2.5 lakhs, okay, only then it will be taxed. Clear, everybody? Done till here? Okay, yes. Let's go ahead. Fine. Now some points which we have to obviously understand. Okay, so I think in today's lecture we still have half an hour for this today's lecture, but you might understand that obviously lecture number 1 is always lots of basics and theory only. Okay, so that all we are going to cover. Don't worry. Okay, so check. conditions. What all things we have to keep in mind for this head of income? Property should consist of any building or land appurtenant thereto. That means anything else, anything apart from building or land attached to a building, we don't have to consider that in this head of income. Clear till here? Yes. Assessee must be the owner of the house property. That means, bachcho, now let us see if I give you an example here. We had done same thing from your agriculture income, bachcho. There is a house property. Then let us say A, okay? A is the owner of the property. He gives this property to, let us say, B on the rent, okay? And B, bachcho, gives it property to C again on the rent further. Yes, till here? Yes? So I can say, bachcho, B is tenant, main tenant, original tenant, and C is, bachcho, subtenant. Yes, that means who is giving who rent income? C is giving rent to B and B is giving rent to A. Yes or no? But if at all you check between B and C, is B the owner of the property, bachcho? Is B the owner of the property, bachcho? Answer is no. In that case, this income earned by B, are you understanding or no? In that case, the income earned by B will not be taxed in this head of income. Is it income of B? Answer is yes. But will it be taxed under this head of income? Answer is no. Because rent received only as an owner will be taxed under this head of income. Did you understand earlier, everybody? Got it? Yes? Alright. That is what we also is part of the last example. Check. Income from subletting is not taxable as income from house property, bachcho. In our example, who are we talking about? A or B? Whose income is not income from house property, bachcho? A or B? It is not B's income from house property. Are you understanding, everybody? Yes? This is not income from house. This income of B is not income from house property. But if it is paid by B to A is the original owner of the property. That income will be taxed as income from house property in the hands of Mr. or Miss whatever A. Yes, everybody? Okay? Clear? In agriculture income, bachcho, it was opposite. Huh? In agriculture income, it was agriculture in the hands of everybody. But in house property, bachcho, it is not income from house property by when it is sublet. Okay? Done, everybody? So let's go ahead. Then, property may be used for any purpose. Is it possible, bachcho? The house property, please pay attention. I'm going to always draw like this only. You know, you cannot draw a flat like that. I don't think so. You can draw a flat. What you can do is maximum. Let us say we will draw a building. Okay, and in that building we are going to draw some flats. I mean, these are windows, no? Yeah, don't peep from that window. Okay, don't look. Okay, fine. Basically, let us say, yes, this property is given on rent. Yes or no, bachcho? Clear hai? Or whatever, this property is given on rent. But this property mainly is given on rent for what purpose? Tell me the purpose for which it is given on rent. Purpose. Mainly. If at all you are not staying in your owned property, okay? What is the purpose for which you are occupying the current property? Or what may be the purpose for which a property may be occupied? Sorry, tell me. Purpose. The first and foremost, bachcho, the purpose may be to reside, residence, or to dwell, hai na? Yes, till here? That is, you can say 90, 99, 95% of people, they do occupy a property mainly for bachcho residence purpose. Yes or no? That is the majority of, you can say, economy, in this rent income. Correct till here? For residence. Then also, bachcho, for business purpose. Now, please pay attention. For business purpose also, bachcho, right? So for business purpose, bachcho, if at all you're occupying a property, have they used, bachcho, the word residential property? They've just, bachcho, there will be what, bachcho, word who use it over here, just property. Have they till now anywhere used, bachcho, the word residential property? Have they used that, bachcho? No, they just said, bachcho, any property. They said, bachcho, what? Any property. So even a shop, bachcho, what did I say? Even a shop is a property or not? Shop is a property, bachcho? Answer is yes. Commercial shops, commercial offices, same thing. Hai na? Aren't they, bachcho, what? Your property. Yes, even they are property. That means what are you understanding over here? Please tell me. What did you understand over here? That even if a property is given to somebody on rent for business purposes, even that rent income will be taxed under income from house property. Even if the word uses but to house property, even your commercial offices or commercial shops rent income will also be taxed under income from house property. Did you understand? Yes? या ऊपर से गया? Was it bouncer or you understood? Tell me everybody. Clear? And thirdly, bachcho, let me ask you this. If at all, now I just increase the exam, or you can say level. If it is a residential house property, okay? A residential house property. It can be again a bungalow or a residential society where there's a flat, right? Have you seen ever the property or flat is used for something else other than residence? Let us say, have you seen anywhere in apartments or residential society or bungalows that space is given for business? Somebody has opened an office in a residential society. Have you ever seen that or not? Tell me. The answer is yes. You may have seen lots of lawyers, doctors also, or even chartered accountants, some professionals, architects, etc., or even engineers for the matter, who are into consultancy or you can say self-employed. You might have seen their offices in a residential building, bacho. In a residential building. Are you understanding? That is the reason I'm telling you. At times, in a building, that also I've seen in my own, you can say, location. That in a residential building, usually the ground floor are all the commercial shops, or all but what commercial shops. So one of the commercial shop owner, he took a flat on ground floor or first floor on rent. On rent, he was not owning it. He was owning the shop. So that shop owner, he took one property on ground floor on rent in the residential unit. Why? Because he wanted to use it as a go down. He wanted to use it to keep some extra stock over there. Are you understanding? So the residential property was given on rent, but for what? But to commercial purpose. Are you understanding this or not? Yes. So that is what you have to understand. But the property may be used for any purpose, to reside or business or whatever. Okay. So the property may be used for what? Any purpose, but it should not be used by the owner for the purpose of any business or profession carried on by him, the profit of which is chargeable to tax. This, but we will do it later on. Okay, this part I will do it in the, because there is exception, no. So I'll do that, but obviously later on. Okay, Delia. So right now, just understand, property can be used for any purpose. Okay, or it can be basically given on rent for any purpose. That means the tenant may choose to reside over there, to live over there, or the tenant may just keep it for commercial purpose. He may be running his office from there, or maybe using it to keep it as a go down also, whatever. Yes? Or the tenant may choose to just pay rent and visit it on weekends, or visit it with anybody, or whatever. Whatever, we don't have to do anything with that, okay? Whatever it might be. Any purpose, okay? As long as it is legal. That is different scenario, but let's go ahead, okay? Now, this is one of the most important things. Pay attention. Buildings include residential buildings, factory buildings also. Have you heard about your sheds? Shade or sheds? Not shade, not, you can say shadow. Shed. Have you heard about your factory sheds? Factory. Okay? Pay attention. I'll give an example. This is an industrial unit. Industrial area. Now, wherever you might be staying, over there, okay, in the outskirts of your city or town, whatever, you will have an dedicated industrial unit. Correct, Ilya? That is the entire patch or area given to the for the factories over there. And you obviously will see lots of plots over there. Lots of what? Plots. Okay. Then there are roads going through and all of that. Okay. These are your roads and over there. Then there is some water supply. Everything is given over there. Electricity connection, etc., etc., etc. Right. So this is all one single plot, or you can say shed, and that means one single factory or some kind of manufacturing unit over there. Yes, till here, everybody. Now this land, pay attention, is owned by the Development Corporation. Okay, I mean in Maharashtra we have MIDC. Okay, Development Corporation. Again, it is you can say body corporate. It is owned by the government. Let us say owned. Okay, but the person, please pay attention, who is, you can say, doing that factory manufacturing or whatever in this particular unit, no, he is also a deemed owner, bachcho. He is also a deemed owner. Okay, because he has taken this property from the this development corporation on lease in most of the examples for 99 years. For bachcho, for 99 years usually. Okay, it is not directly sold. Okay, but a rent or a lease agreement has been entered into for 99 years. In that case, the person who has got this property on the rent, okay, on lease, he is deemed as bachcho what? Owner. Are you understand till here? Now this deemed owner bachcho, he may or may not do his own business over there, but now this property belongs to him as such for 99 years. Are you understand till here? Clear till here? Now this person may still be allowed to give the property on rent. Clear? Now that rent income which he earns, that can be also income from house property. Okay till here? So even if owner, even if it is industrial corporation or let us say any other area, okay, but he is giving that particular factory sheds or factory building on rent, even that will be considered as income from house property. Clear till here? Okay. There might be again a doubt right now. You might have letting to if it is sublet. If it is sublet, then it is not income from house property. Again, there are exceptions in that also that we'll see later on. Okay. So, but the only thing important over here is if the factory sheds are also given as rent, even that will be considered as income from house property. Factory shed means not just land. There are certain, you can see construction over here. There is your, you can see rooftop. There are some small buildings, some go down. That entire area is given on rent. Clear till here? Even that will be your income from house property. Clear till here, everybody? Okay. Have you liked the video or not already? Okay. Fine. Let's go ahead. So check. Very important. So residential buildings, income from house property. Rent from factory buildings also income from house property. Offices, very important. Shops, go downs. Okay. Commercial premises are also your income from house property. Keep that in mind because it is property. Nowhere in the law have they right now used the word what residential property. No, they're just using the word what any property. Clear, everybody? Yes. Okay. Fine. This is again one of the most important things. Let's go ahead. Land appurtenant thereto means land connected with or attached with, like garden. A society may give the garden on space or garage. The society may earn some extra revenue from parking lots, that one, or playgrounds, or you might have heard of some halls also. The societies has a you can say what halls also, what do you use it for? Maybe it can be also given on rent. So all this income will also fall under what income from house property. Clear till here? Yes. We are not giving just separate garden for, you can say, usage. The garden was attached to a building. That is the reason that even the garden income or garage income or playground income or hall income will also be considered as your income from house property. Clear? Okay? Done? Then income from letting out a vacant land, but that means there is no building. That will go under what income from other sources and not from house property. Yeah? Very important. This is important. Clear? So if it is only vacant land, no building connection at all, then it is what income from other sources. Clear? Owner is the person who is entitled to receive income from the property in his own right. Okay, there might be a dispute, or on paper his name may not yet have been, you can say, registered. That issues may be there, but if he has a right to receive the income, he is considered as owner for that house property. That means what? Income will be taxed in this hands of assessee. Okay, this is the assessee for this house property. Okay. The requirement of registration of sale deed is not required. That means again same thing. If your name is not yet registered in your name, if the name is not yet registered, okay, in the records of, you can say, government departments, okay, you are not yet shown as owner on the property, that is still completely fine. Okay. If at all you are just occupying the property properly legally, that is also okay. Even if your name has not yet been, you can say, registered on the documents. Okay. If the sale deed is not yet executed, but if the transfer has been done, the property is handed over and the money has been exchanged, in that case, that is still, the new person is still the owner. The buyer is still the owner, even if this name is not yet appearing on the property documents. Have you heard of this, bachcho? For some documents, land property, there is 712, 712, we call it 712 index. And for your other properties, we have index 2. You might have heard about this, index 2. That is one of the property documents. You can say, just like your bikes or car, you have a property, or you can say that document na, for ownership of the car, whatever the details are given. Similarly, bachcho, there is an index 2 for your your residential property as well, right? And for just for I think for land, there is 712. Okay, 712 we call it as property documents. Okay, so even if the buyer's name is not yet updated in index 2, but it still is own, he owns the flat. In that case, even he will be considered as owner or assessee for this chapter. All right, everybody, done? Yes, 712 utara. Yes, we got it. 712 utara. Correct. Yeah, right. Okay, everybody, let's go ahead. Ownership includes freehold or leasehold, right? That means there may be some, you can say, charges, or you can say encumbrances, or you can say some bank has still, you can say, kept a mortgage on that property, but still it includes both of it. Hai na? That means let us say there is again a bungalow or a flat, whatever. Yes, everybody? Let us say Miss A is owner of this property, owner. But to own this property, she has taken a loan from a bank. Yes, still here? No problem, Maitri. Take care. Bye-bye. Take care. Yeah. Thanks for coming. Okay. Miss A has taken the loan from the bank. Now, on index 2, ownership is shown of Miss A. But a charge, or you can say some encumbrance on the title, has been created by the bank. So is this lease, you can say this property is what, bachcho? Free? Is it freehold or leasehold? It is, bachcho, leasehold. Okay. That means some other party also has what? You can see interest in the property. But tomorrow, I mean, the loan is still there, and Miss A is repaying the loan. But Miss A, as such, gives this property on rent. Hai na? Who will be owner, in whose hands the income will be taxed? It will still be taxed in the hands of Miss A, because she is the owner for income tax purposes. Clear till here? Once, let us say, Miss A is unable to pay the loan, bank, you can say, takes ownership of the property, then bank also gives in a rent or whatever. In that case, bank will be considered as owner later on. Okay, till here? In regular cases, even if the loan is still there, charge is still there, Miss A is the owner of that property. Clear, everybody? Done? Okay? All right, let's go ahead, everybody. And if at all, let us say, Miss A takes the property. She buys the property out of her own savings, etc. She doesn't need any kind of bank's loan, etc. In that case, this is completely freehold. No? She is the owner of the property and it is also freehold. Did you understand or no, bachcho? Clear? Sorry. Check. Next concept. The person who owns the building need not be also the owner of the land upon which it stands. You can have separate documentation that land is owned by one person and the building is owned by another person. In that case, that is still okay. You don't have to be the same owner of the building as well as of the land. If you're owner of just the building and not the land, and you're still getting rent income, bachcho, in that case, still it is income from house property only. Okay, so it is not necessary that you have to be owner of the both. Yeah, check. The assessee must be owner of the house property during the previous year. Please keep in mind. See, he may or may not remain owner. This much you understand. He may buy a property in somewhere in the middle of the year. And before that, he was never owner of any property. So he may buy a property in middle of the year. That is one thing. Secondly, he may also sell the property in middle of the year. That means for the entire year, he may not be the owner of the property. Are you understanding here? But whatever income he earns during the previous year, bachcho, from that house property, that is income from house property, taxed in his hands. Okay, it is not important or material that whether he is the owner in the assessment year or not. Please pay attention now, and let me give you an example. Let me write down the year, bachcho, 2021 and 21-22. Okay, let us say again, Miss Z. Today's Women's Day, so I'll use the word Miss everywhere. Okay, Miss Z. She owns, okay, the property in 2021, okay, and she sells the property, let us say, on 1st May 2021. That means she is, let us say, no more the owner in 2021. Or let us say, even if I give you, let's say, I'll just give you one more example. She sells it on 31/3/21, exactly. Okay, that means she is no more at all an owner in 21, 22. Okay, Leo? So she was an owner in 2021. She earned lots of rent income or house property income in 2021. And as on the last day of the year, she sold the property. That means she is no more owner in 21, 22. All of you agree with Leo? But bachcho, whatever rent she has earned in 2021, will it be taxed or not later? Later means what? That means in AY 21, 22, it will still be taxed. Even if she is no more an owner in that year. Are you understanding or no? Because AY is nothing but a succeeding year after the year in which you have already earned the income. Clear till everybody? Yes? Understand till here? है ना? Fine or not, everybody? Please tell me. Fine or not? Please tell me. Just quickly comment, everybody. Come on. Are you understanding or not? Everyone, please comment quickly. Are you understanding or not? Hmm? All right. Let's go ahead. Clear, everybody? So it doesn't matter you were owner or not, and you are owner or not in the AY and whatever earlier years. Whatever income you have earned in the PY, that will be taxed. Okay? Yes? Fine? Please comment, comment, comment. All right. Good, Trupti. Fine. Then tell you. And income from subletting, I have told you, will be your income from other sources, but not income from house property. Clear till everyone? Done? Chalo. Now let me at least tell you the story of your GAV, gross annual value. Chalega? And then we will wind up the today's lecture. So we'll can take a law, no? You know? Company law, you know? Fine. Pay attention, everybody. So please pay attention. Section house property charging section is 22 with tax annual value. Annual value is nothing but gross annual value minus municipal taxes paid by the owner during the previous year. And then we will arrive at net annual value that is different. So the beginning point now is what's your gross annual value. And that is what we are going to understand. Annual value, or you can say valuation for the year. Obviously the word used which is what for the year. Annual. Clear? Okay. Yes. Okay. So competition of what? Gross annual value. Okay. Please check. What does it say? What is gross annual value? That is step 1. We calculate bachcho the expected rent. We calculate what bachcho the expected rent. Isn't this properly or completely bachcho your potential expected? Are we using the word bachcho actual rent? No. We are saying bachcho what? The word expected rent. That means what? This is the potential again. Now you tell me, bachcho, how for a particular property will you arrive at its expected rent? That means you check out a property, है ना? And then you understand, अच्छा, what will be the rent over here? Plus and minus 10-20% is okay. Plus or minus 10% is also okay. But on an average, what should be the rent of this property? How will you arrive at that? What do you think, bachcho? Practically, what will you do? Will you inquire somewhere? Tell me. On Google again? You tell me, bachcho, how will you check? Hello, Sneha. Good morning. Tell me, bachcho, how will you check the expected rent of a particular property? If the owner says 50,000 rupees per month, you say no, 20,000 rupees. Are you bargaining or are you understanding that what is the potential of the property? What will you check or how will you check is bachcho? Is by checking its comparative property. Is by checking its what bachcho? Comparative property. Alright. That means just give me a minute, bachcho. Just give me a minute. Yeah, we're back. Hold on. Any answers, anybody? Tell me, बच्चों. That means we'll check the same property, okay, in the next building or nearby building, let us say on the same floor, or you might again inquire exactly opposite flat or adjacent. I hope you understand. Adjacent means the next flat, right? And obviously, you'll not compare an old building with a new building. You will obviously try to check what the same, you can say, life of the building, if it is quite old or new, 10 years old, 15 years old, 20 years old, whether it has lift or not, other facilities or not, security or not, wall compound or not, है ना? All these things you'll check. Water is there or not, any issues in there in that particular area. But for a particular property, its expected rent, the immediate thing is to be understood is the, you can say, comparison. Same property of same size, 1 BHK, then obviously you compare with 1 BHK. Let us say in the adjacent flat or in the next building, same area, what is the rent going on over there? That is what we can say, but choose the rent. We can say expected rent from that particular property. Are you understanding or no? Tell me this. Did you understand till here, everybody? Clear? Everyone? Yeah? Done, everybody? Okay, everyone? So what is expected rent? Okay. Achha, HMM you're going to do expect. Okay, fine. Check, what does it say? Expected rent is but higher of. Now again, like I told you last time, no? If the property has potential of earning rupees 1 lakh per month and you are charging just 10,000 per month, the department or you can say law is going to say what? No, higher, है So higher of whatever is, because potential, we're talking about potential, है So low, if at all you charge lower than potential, then we'll charge it, then we'll tax potential. If you're charging more than potential, then we obviously tax more. Okay, that concept will be there. Clear? So expected rent is much higher of municipal valuation, MV, municipal valuation, okay, or the fair rent, or what बच्चों, the fair rent subject to standard rent. Okay, subject to what? Standard rent that we will see. Now what about municipal valuation? See, every property, it comes under a particular survey or an area or a zone. Okay, so the valuation is done by municipal or you can say local authority. So valuation done by local authorities for calculating or what municipal tax. The municipal tax is charged, let us say, as a percentage of the valuation. Okay, so that valuation done by the municipal or you can say local authorities. That is your municipal valuation. That is one thing. Then fair rent. That is again you are talking about the expected rent. The rent which similar property can fetch. Fetch means what you get in the same or similar localities. Similar property, yeah? If it is on third floor, don't compare it with 10th floor another building. It also has to be on the third floor on another building. That is something known as what? Fair rent. Okay, earlier. But subject to that means it cannot be more than standard rent. This is a kind of a control put by the government. Some properties, bacho, on them Standard Rent Act is, you can say, applicable. Or which one, bacho? Rent Control Act is applicable. Bacho, rent, again I'm telling you, it relates to house property, and house property is bacho basic necessity. That's why the landlord should not, what do you say, exploit the poor or the tenants. For that, in some areas, on some properties, Rent Control Act is applicable. That rent cannot exceed a particular limit. So in income tax law or act has to honor or respect this Rent Control Act, that you will not tax something more than this. Are you understanding here? So maximum rent which can be charged or collected under what? Rent Control Act. Okay. So in any case, bacho, your calculation should not exceed or cannot exceed standard rent. Clear little bit? So what is your expected rent, bacho? Higher of municipal valuation or fair rent, but it should not be more than bacho your standard rent. Clear? We'll continue obviously the discussion ahead. Don't worry. Lots and lots of questions and practice we have to do. Just keep on reading and revising. Any doubts, please get in touch with me. Alright, Leo, my number is yo. I'm giving it again. Again, if at all you're interested for anything, there is Instagram, YouTube channel, wherever you want to follow me, Facebook, please get in touch. Alright? Take care, bacho. Take care. Tata. Bye bye. Have a great day. I'll see you in the नेक्स्ट लेक्चर, है ना? टाटा।